Just so you know a bit about me, I have a master's degree in engineering and I'm currently working as a DevOps technologist in Bangalore, India. My primary skill sets would be into application performance monitoring tools that would include App Dynamics, Dynatrace, New Relic, Datadog, and log monitoring tools like Splunk and open source log monitoring tools like Elasticsearch. Also, I've delved into setup monitoring for open source tools using Prometheus, Grafana, Alert Manager, Thanos, Cortex. I've done a bit of scripting using Python. I've deployed applications on Docker, Cloud Foundry, Kubernetes. I've used Git. Also, we use Jira for tracking any implementation changes. I've deployed monitoring solutions on AWS. In terms of domain experience, I have experience with insurance industry, banking, telecom, e-commerce, chemical, and media. Scope of this demo. In this demo, we'll be exploring the powerful feature of Dynatrace, a comprehensive observability platform that provides real-time insights into the health and performance of your applications and infrastructure. With MindMajix as our skill partner, we are excited to show you how to get the most out of Dynatrace, including monitoring, troubleshooting, alerting, reporting, and analysis. Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of how Dynatrace can help you proactively monitor and manage your systems, ensuring the reliability, availability, and performance of your applications. Whether a developer, IT professional, or a business owner, this demo will provide you with the tools and insights you need to optimize the performance of systems and improve the user experience. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of Dynatrace with MindMajix. During this demo, we'll be looking into what is application performance management or monitoring. What is Dynatrace? Why do we need it? Dynatrace architecture. So how can we set up Dynatrace? The magic of PurePath technology, one of the patented feature of Dynatrace, unique keywords that will be used within Dynatrace. How do we do infrastructure monitoring, application performance monitoring? What are the features available with terms of user experience monitoring? How do we do log management? How do we set up alerts? Or what all features that can be leveraged during Dynatrace for setting up alerts and notifications? And in conclusion, will be described is deriving the best use cases that can be derived out of Dynatrace. Application performance management or monitoring is the practice of monitoring and managing the performance and availability of application softwares. Basically, if we take an example of an e-commerce application which has a user who will be doing login, checkout, add to cart, payment, individual transactions in a logistic application performance monitoring tool, business meaning it would be individual transactions like login is an individual transaction, add to cart would be a transaction, checkout would be a transaction. So this giving naming to a particular transaction and seeing the matrices that will be captured for that particular transaction in terms of when I click on the login, how what is the response time for that particular page to be loaded, and that is the call being made from the front end of an application, that would be the browser, to the back end, and the response that comes back and the page roll load that happens, what is the exact time, how many login transactions have been done, if at all, if there are any issues with the login transactions. Such things can be derived using application performance monitoring tools. This basically would help us in terms of improving performance, improve user experience, reduce issues and errors. Applications today are more complex and distributed than ever, and user expectations have been very high. Performance tools can help the organizations meet expectations by continuously providing, prioritizing, and identifying issues, fixing those issues in order to minimize impact on the users. By proactively looking for potential problems and resolving them before they have the chance to affect the user experience. So, how do we do application performance management or monitoring? So, like I gave an example of an e commerce application before, a plugin or an agent will be installed within the server where that application is running, which will get us logs traces, metrics, and events for that particular application and the server as a whole, using which you can derive performance trends at a glance, insights from a user perspective. We can do root cause analysis, generate alerts on anomalies or any issues that happens within that application server, track individual SQL statements and do code level diagnostics in terms of the example that I gave earlier. Say if a login transaction is taking high response time, is it an issue within the code that a particular class and method is taking taking a longer duration to run within the application, or is it an issue with a DB call being made and the response from the database is very slow, or an issue at the infra level that is causing this particular transaction to go high. So, what is Dynatrace and why do we need it? If we are struggling to monitor and optimize the modern application architecture, if so, we may want to consider the Dynatrace platform. Dynatrace is a powerful and intelligent application performance management solution that can quickly identify and solve performance issues within the applications. One of the key features of Dynatrace is PurePath, which allows its it to capture timing and code level context for all transactions end to end. This means Dynatrace can follow a user click all the way through your application stack from the front end to the back end, including all the different tiers and services that would be involved within that application. By doing so, Dynatrace can provide you with an exact and deep level detail for each and every 100% of your transactions and infrastructure. This level of visibility and granularity is essential for troubleshooting and doing root cause determination. With Dynatrace, we can quickly identify which part of the application is causing performance problems, whether it's a slow database query, or a misconfigured server, or a problematic code snippet, or anything else. This means we can minimize downtime, reduce mean time to resolution, and ultimately provide a better user experience for customers. In short, Dynatrace is the smartest and the fastest time to value application performance management solution available for modern applications. On a whole, Dynatrace will provide us infrastructure monitoring facility. It does applications and microservices monitoring. There's the feature for application security. Digital experience is nothing but the end user monitoring, which would be including browser experience, browser end user monitoring, mobile end user monitoring, synthetic monitoring, business analytics in terms of which uses a machine learning feature or an AI that is developed within Dynatrace to fetch the metrics in terms of finding a cost for a particular application that's run for a month. This can be primarily used for, say, at an executive level, if the infrastructure executive team wants to understand the cost for running that particular application. We can also do automation in terms of say or reactively monitoring an application. You can proactively set up alerts so that whenever application server CPU utilization is going high and it's reaching 90%, before it crashes, we can set up a script within the automation to say, okay, before when it reaches around 99 or 98%, quickly restart the server. So such kind of automations also can be enabled. And then it is architecture. The main difference between it has SaaS based and managed. The main difference between SaaS and managed is the deployment model and the level and of control and customization we can have over the platform. Dynatrace SaaS is a cloud-based solution that is fully managed and hosted by Dynatrace. With SaaS, you don't need to worry about the infrastructure updates or maintenance, as Dynatrace takes care of everything for you. You'll simply have access to the platform via the web browser and pay subscription fee based on the usage level. Dynatrace Managed, on the other hand, is a self-managed solution that you deploy on your infrastructure, whether it's on-premise or is in a public cloud. With Managed, you have more control over the platform, including the ability to customize the deployment, configure security settings, integrate with your existing tools and workflows. The choice between Dynatrace SaaS and managed depends on your specific needs and preferences. SaaS may be a better fit if you want a simple and hassle-free solution that requires no upfront investment or technical expertise. Managed, on the other hand, may be more suitable if you have a strict security, like for example, in a banking sector or any other sector that requires strict security or compliance requirements, or if you want to tailor the platform to your unique environment and workflows. Additionally, with Managed, you have the option to deploy Dynatrace in a private cloud or on premise, which may be necessary in some cases where data residency or network latency are concerns. The components that would be including that is one agent. One agent is an intelligent agent that is installed on the host or containers where the applications will be running. ActiveGate is a lightweight proxy that enables secure communication between the one agent and the Dynatrace cluster. Dynatrace UI is the web-based user interface that allows you to view and analyze the data collected via the one agent through the ActiveGate. To get started with the Dynatrace, we need to sign into the Dynatrace account, go to Dynatrace website, click on the start free trials button and create an account. Once you've signed up, you will be directed to the Dynatrace dashboard from where you can start setting up the agent installation based on the monitoring environment that you have for your POC or the any cluster, dev cluster or production cluster that you want to deploy the solution for. Once that is done, you can set up monitoring settings, like say you can create alerts. Like if we want to configure with any third-party solutions like AWS cloud providers or Azure, that can also be done. You can create customized dashboards and set up alerts in terms of set trigger integrating it with Slack or ServiceNow or any other email solutions that can be set up for the alerts that can be done. Yes, one agent to monitor them all. This is one of the primary features that I can guaranteedly say that none of the monitoring tools have at present, wherein each of the monitoring tools have different agents for each of their solutions. Say they have uh, a different agent for monitoring the infrastructure, different agent for monitoring the application that runs within that infrastructure, a different network monitoring agent, a different database monitoring agent for each of the technologies that run for that application. But in Dynatrace, a single agent can be installed within the server, and one of the key features of this technology is it's designed to provide comprehensive monitoring of the entire application stack from end to end to end, from front end to the back end across all platforms and technologies. With one agent, we can monitor all aspects of the application environment, including custom and third party applications, databases, web servers, and much more, without having to install multiple monitoring tools or agents. One agent is designed to be a lightweight and efficient with minimal impact on the system and resources and application performance. One agent can be deployed on a variety of platforms, including physical or virtual servers, cloud instances, and containerized environments. Once installed, one agent automatically detects and monitors all the processes, dependencies, and resources for your application environment and captures timing and code level context for all the transactions end to end from user click across all tiers to the database and back. With this level of visibility and detail, Dynatrace enables the fastest path to root cause analysis on the market, helping you to identify and resolve issues before they impact the end users. One agent also provides real time insights into the performance and availability of your applications and infrastructure, allowing you to optimize your system and improve the user experience. This is what I dwelled upon a small bit before with respect to PurePath. PurePath is Dynatrace's patented distributed tracing and code level analysis technology. It automatically integrates the high fidelity distributed tracing with user experience data and data from open source technologies and code level, including open telemetry and code level analytics. With PurePath, There would be no more guessing, no more finger pointing. The facts are at your fingertips all the time. We, we can become more proactive with the production proven always on transaction detail, which gives us details in terms of minute milliseconds for individual transactions. We can get the deepest and more accurate granular visibility of applications from a single pane of glass, get to the root cause faster, no matter how complex the application or distributed environment is. No more clubbing together different tools and timings that are prone to error and resorting to guessing. For the fastest time to available and lowest cost to own, we can use this QPAT technology would be useful for any application owner or the company that would be using it. Some of the unique keywords that would be PurePath, what I've dwelled upon earlier. This refers to end-to-end transaction tracing technology used by Dynatrace to monitor and analyze application performance. Dynatrace bytecode instrumentation. This is the process of inserting monitoring code into an application's bytecode, which allows Dynatrace to monitor and trace transactions. Sensors, these are small software modules that are installed on an application server to collect performance data and feed it into the data of Dynatrace. Discovery Run is a feature of Dynatrace that automatically discovers all the components that are running of an application and creates system profile. System profile, this is a collection of information about an application infrastructure dependencies that is used by Dynatrace to monitor and analyze the performance of that application. Dashboards and dashlets. These are customizable views in Dynatrace to display the performance data in real time. Sessions. This refers to user interaction with an application which can be monitored and analyzed by Dynatrace to identify performance issues. Infrastructure monitoring. Dynatrace infrastructure monitoring works by deploying agents on the infrastructure components being monitored. This agent collects performance metrics and sends the data to the Dynatrace platform for analysis. The platform uses advanced algorithms and AI to analyze the data and provide real time insights into the health and performance of the infrastructure. With Dynatrace infrastructure, we can get deep visibility into the performance of the entire infrastructure stack, including servers, virtual machines, containers, and cloud services. We can identify and diagnose issues quickly, optimize resource usage, and improve overall performance and availability of the infrastructure. Dynatrace also provides automation capabilities such as automatic discovery of the infrastructure components and automatic baselining of performance metrics, which reduce manual effort and increasing the efficiency of monitoring and troubleshooting. Like if you look here, once the agent is installed on an infrastructure, which by default it captures each and every layer with respect to what is the CPU, what is the memory utilization, what is the server running on, how much storage it has, or how much vCPUs it's running on. So those kind of details are captured out of the box by the agent from the point it's running on that server. Application performance monitoring is a key feature of Dynatrace. It provides end-to-end monitoring and management of applications, including web, mobile, and cloud-based applications. Dynatrace APM helps organizations to monitor the performance of their applications, identify issues, and optimize the user experience. Dynatrace APM works by instrumenting the application code and collecting data from various sources such as application servers, web servers, and databases. The platform uses AI and machine learning to analyze the data and provide real time insights into the health and performance of the application. With Dynatrace APM, we can monitor various aspects of the application, such as response time. We can monitor error rates, throughput, or calls per minute, what we call, or the resource usage for that particular application that runs within the server. We can also track user journeys and see how a user interact with the application. Dynatrace APM provides a comprehensive view of the application performance and helps us identify issues that may impact the user experience. It also provides proactive monitoring capabilities such as real-time anomaly detection or and root cause analysis, which can help us in identify and resolve issues before they impact the end user. The platform provides automated alerting and reporting, which helps us stay on top of performance of the application. User experience is another key feature of Dynatrace platform. It provides end-to-end monitoring and management of the user experience for web and mobile applications. Dynatrace and user experience monitoring helps organizations to monitor end user experience, identify issues, and optimize the user experience from an end user perspective. With Dynatrace, we can monitor experience across different devices, browsers, and locations. We can also track a user session and see how users interact with the application. Dynatrace end user monitoring or real user experience monitoring provides a comprehensive view of the user experience and help us identify the issues. This we can also be clubbed with the anomaly detection feature, and root cause analysis also can be done using the user experience monitoring facility that Dynatrace offers us. This can be done in three ways. That is browser experience monitoring, that is inject a JavaScript code within the page layers of the application, or do mobile user monitoring, or there's another feature called synthetic monitoring. Say, for example, if we want to monitor the application of a web page via a script or something like that, that is, say, for example, Monday morning is a peak hour for end users to log into an application, and we want to, before the 9 a.m. Login by the end users, we want to make sure our application is running healthy and fine. So what we can do is we can set up synthetic monitoring like every 10 minutes, which will, or every half an hour, which will do this performance testing on that particular website that the end user login. And it does the testing with each page user clicks. And if at all, if it's facing issues with any transaction, it will trigger an alert. And before the end users log into that particular application, we can rectify the issue, and the end users are happy and we are also happy. Dynatrace also provides log monitoring capabilities as part of its software intelligence platform. With Dynatrace log monitoring, we can collect and analyze and gain insights from log data in real time. This allows us to identify issues and troubleshoot problems more quickly and efficiently. Dynatrace log monitoring works by ingesting log data from various sources, including servers, applications, and cloud services. The platform uses AI and machine learning to analyze the log data and provide real time insights into the health and performance of the system. With tools like Dynatrace and any other application, enterprise application performance monitoring tools, how it works is, say, with respect to login or a checkout transaction that an end user does, we can track its transaction from the front end, from the browser, and the same can be tracked at the back end for the checkout transaction, that is with respect to the code which we class and method that it runs. At the same time, for that particular transaction, we can also capture what was the logs captured for that particular transaction. And also at the same time, when that particular transaction was run, what was the memory and CPU utilization in the server that this particular transaction was using. So in what I'm telling here is we can call it collaborate all the individual monitoring features, and you effectively use it to understand wherein or which point the issues happening for that particular transaction. For, say, a response time is going high, or an error is happening, or is it directly integrated with a CPU going high, and the transaction or the application that running the transaction is not getting effective resources to run that particular application. So we can collaborate each and every features and visualize it from these tools. Alerts and notification provides IT teams with customizable alerts and notifications to quickly identify and respond to issues, improving the incident response time and minimizing downtime. We can also set up notifications, that is via emails, SMS, PagerDuty, Slack, webhooks, and much more. we can also set up escalation policies so that if an alert is not acknowledged or resolved within a certain period of time, it can be escalated to a higher level of support. We can also integrate it with ServiceNow, which, for example, an alert is triggered and that indirectly creates an incident within ServiceNow, and the respective team can act upon that incident. In conclusion, Dynatrace is a comprehensive cloud-based monitoring and analytics platform that provides real-time visibility into the performance and health of the applications, services, and infrastructure. Dynatrace offers a range of features, including infrastructure monitoring, application monitoring, user experience monitoring, log management, alerts, and notifications, and much more. Dynatrace's intuitive and user-friendly interface, along with its extensive integrations and APIs, makes it a more powerful and flexible tool for IT teams. Some of the best practices that can be effectively used is set up alerts. We can create custom dashboard, monitor individual critical transactions, collaborate with multiple teams for a particular issue, keep up to date with the newly released features of Dynatrace. Some of the best practices would be monitor proactively, not reactively, monitor end to end transactions by capturing the flow of a particular transaction, diagnose issues quickly with using the root cause analysis feature of Dynatrace, collaborate with multiple teams, continuously optimize performance. And some of the troubleshooting common issues will be primarily initial looking into what are the slow response time, go to errors page and see what are high error rates for that particular application. Infrastructure issues would be checking the CPU memory utilization or synthetic failures, as what I told earlier. Whenever the test run is happening, and if any issues happens, we'll also be alerted, and before the end users log in, rectify that issue. Some of the projects that we will be looking into during the course run would be setting up infrastructure monitoring, setting up application performance monitoring using a demo application that I'll be providing you during the course, and we can do a lab run during the course. Also, I'll be showing how to do application dependency mapping or the service mapping for a particular transaction flow. I'll also show you how we can achieve log monitoring using Dynatrace. To follow along with this course, we need to go over a set of prerequisites and system requirements for the lab. You'll need basic proficiency with Windows and Windows UI and Linux, as well as Docker and Git installed in the operating system you'll be using. In addition, it is important to note that Dynatrace 1 agent requires the running kernel of 2.6.32 or later and the network connectivity with firewalls. The rules allowing outgoing connection or traffic on port 443. For system requirements, if we are using Windows, you'll need a you'll need a processor of 1.6 gigahertz or faster with operating system of Windows 10, 11, or 8. You'll need a minimum RAM of 8 GB of RAM and 50 GB of hard disk space. If you are using Linux, you'll need a minimum of 4 GB of memory and 4 CPU core. With these prerequisites and system requirements in mind, we are ready to get started with setting up Dynatrace agents during the course. For additional course details or additional updates on the Dynatrace, you can log into this www.dynatrace.com support help/help get started what is Dynatrace and get an understanding of what is Dynatrace. And if that is also not possible, we can go over it during the course. That's also free. During the mock, some of the mock interview questions would include: how do you monitor the performance of a web application using Dynatrace? Can you describe the difference between PurePath and Smartscape and Dynatrace? How does Dynatrace help with root cause analysis? How does Dynatrace handle automatic baselining of metrics? Can you describe how Dynatrace integrates with other tools like Jenkins or Jira? How do you use Dynatrace to optimize the performance of a database query? You can explain how Dynatrace monitors cloud native technologies like Kubernetes or serverless functions like Lambda. After attending this course, one can easily plan for the below certifications offered by Dynatrace Learning Center that would include Associate Certification, Dynatrace Professional Certification. On the completion of this set course with MindMajix, you will receive a certificate of achievement with your name and date embedded on the completion of the date. Thank you for attending this demo. Please share your feedback and contact for any queries related to course scope, schedule, references, cost, and payment options. Email is info@mindmagix.com and the number is as shown below. Thank you.